know what you need to make. So tell them, what should it look like? How durable should it be in the market? Does it need to be food safe? What certifications do you need? What does the user interface need to look like? Who's your target demographic, right? Does it need to be used inside or outside? All of these other details will help the factory use their expertise to build a better product that's going to meet your needs. For more complex parts where the other things were not sufficient to give enough information to clearly define what you want to make, you need to create a separate document that really clearly does that, right? This is important for, say, like motors or sub-assemblies of stuff where there might be a lot going on. Mostly you just need to look at all the other stuff and think, okay, is it everything that I need to define clearly defined in those things? If not, make this document, right? Make something that fills in those holes. Pantone numbers, if you're doing color, make sure that needs to be defined. Surface finishes. This is one of the most common things that is forgotten. There's a lot of surface. Everything has a surface, right? And every surface often makes a big difference in sometimes functionality, but certainly the aesthetics. Is it glossy? Is it matte? How glossy? How matte? Affects colors. It affects a lot of other things. So, think about what you can do with that surface and make sure that you clearly define that with the manufacturer. If you don't, they're going to do what's easy, right? And that may not be best for your product and your market. You have to translate all of those specifications into something that can really be checked, right? If you're going to check something, you need a tool, you need a person, you need an environment, you need all of this stuff that was not covered at all in the specifications. Your factory or your partner should know roughly how to do this stuff, know how a lot of great tools that they can provide to you, but they're not going to know what your market is going to accept. They're not going to know exactly how this stuff is going to be used. So you want to really work with them to make sure that the inspection guidelines that the final outgoing inspection is done by covers all of those specifications, because they're going to be the best people to do it. There's tolerances to all of these tools, right? So your tests are only good as good as the tools. They're only valid in the environment and at the time being tested, right? You put all that stuff that you just worked out that was perfect in a container that gets up to 55 degrees Celsius and 80% humidity on the water for 18 days, that's a different product, right? It can be. And so you need to understand that things in the environment will change. If you're making a chair, you can test it very well that it's strong enough for someone to sit in at the factory. If you have somebody sit in that chair 1,000 times over the course of a year, that may be a different chair, right? Joints can get weak, things can break. So the real trickiness to testing is durability and safety. These are kind of related because this is related to how your product changes over time in the market and in the use case scenarios. The only advice I can give is just think about this a lot.